Live over here. So, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is Renee Illinois. We're ready for part 2 for our store-bought elf. We're going to check in and see how well that glitter seal went. And then we're going to make an adjustment, and then we're getting ready to paint for game day. So let me take off this and formally greet you. We want to do another one of these, but we're not set up to paint yet until we take off our little elves that we painted yesterday. Remember that we used this. This was a little old now. I'm gonna get some more of this. This has been sitting around for about 4 years, and then it started to separate and whatnot. So now who knows how long it was on the shelf before I bought it. But yeah, we're getting ready to paint this in a moment. Let's check on our project from yesterday. So let me turn this around over here. I hope everybody's doing well. I still have that what'd you call it? That voice. All right, here we are. Let me flip, turn, flip, turn. All right, good morning. Let me make sure my camera is going this way. Yep, so you can read everything. All right, and we're going to welcome you on around here. Good morning. All right, so we are live on both places. I don't think I have my paint cam ready for this other place because this is what we had to do. Let me move the TikTok folks back a little bit so that you could see more of what's going on. And then here we go. All right, this is a test. I need to move, oh boy, there's so many moving parts. I need to move a light source a little bit closer so that we're not falling over. That's better. All right, so I am going to aim one this way. You can see the glitter is still okay after putting on our coat. And let me aim one this way. And I'm just kind of wiggling it around like they do on certain TV stations when they're showing that ring. All right, so I painted the whole thing with gloss to help seal in that glitter. And it's not too high sheen, and this is indoor outdoor. All right, the glitter is indoor outdoor. So this is my store-bought elf that we had a few glitter issues on, and we wanted to eliminate that. So we do not need a second coat. So now that we don't need a second coat, we can move on to our painting of the day. What are we painting? We're going to paint in another one of these. Okay. All right. So we're about to do a quick reset. Let me move that out of the way. Now, have I done a reset live? Well, there's always a first time for everything. So let me get this out of the way because I wasn't sure. Yesterday, I said we would check it out and see if any of this glitter is moving. Let me see. Is this glitter moving around? Oops. Yeah. Hold on. Do I have any glitter on my hands? Nope. No glitter. All right. So it worked. It worked. Let me slide these down here. Now, if I really wanted to hang these outdoors, I don't want to do that because this is like a pressed board that's kind of like a clipboard on the back. And it's not, I'm going to say not really weather savvy, but I think they've designed it that way so that you could purchase more. Okay, so that you could purchase more. So they make it cute, and I don't know what's out in the stores right now. So let me go ahead and do this reset. I said I paint like 6:40 to 7, but today, because it's holiday time and everything, I said, well, let me go ahead and click that button a little earlier. Hold on, everybody. Ooh, y'all. Oh, there is one more that I wanted to seal. And you know what? This one won't take long. I've had this one for a few years. I am going to seal that glitter real fast because I have to change my water anyway. So let me invite you a little bit closer. And over here, I don't have that other camera on. Oh, but now that I've moved that big board out, we can go ahead and set that back up. And I'm so glad some of this is not a heavy lift. So honey, if I could do it, you could do it too. All right. If I could man these little cameras and all of this, you could get in here and do it as well. And I've been doing it for a little while here. I need to share this second camera, so give me just a moment. Okay, can you see that? In the second camera, all it is a document camera. Okay. My principal bought us document cameras because they got rid of the old document overhead box that had been around for a while. It served its purpose. Technology, things are always changing. And I said, well, you know what? It is very clear. Let me get one for at home. I told him that yesterday. I said, I know I was on that team saying, no, we could just use our iPad. We don't need that. And then when I plugged it in and realized how crisp and clear it was, it's like, well, I had to confess. I had to go to the confessional. Boss, that was a good move. All right. Let me add that to the stage over here. Am I going to do a split screen? No, because they don't need to see me over here. And I haven't shared. Let me share the game day. Now, see, this is where I need to take you guys and flip you around so you can see what it is I'm doing over here. See all of this confusion. Oh, there's game day. All right, so I can now share that. And I don't know where you are. That wind is whipping over here. And I hear that there's supposed to be lots of winter storms. So you guys stay safe. Okay, so that is ready for me to share. All right, let me share my screen. Boop, 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 boop. So this is what you would see if you were on my other setup here. All right, so let me see if I can whiz you in here. Hold on. Awesome. So let me flip you around. Good morning. Honey, we're live all in the face. All right. So here we go. Let me see. This is what we're doing here. All right. So this is what I see. So when I'm painting, I see it. I used to print this off so that while I was painting, my audience could see. But now look at technology. I could share it right there on the screen. And I think now I'm eligible to share it on the screen here, but I got to figure it out. You know, it's just that one more thing. So now I need to become eligible so then I can offer things in my shop. So this is okay. Well, what happened? Okay, let me sit this one down so I can fix it. Let me fix it. Hold on. Ooh. And you guys do not have the best view, but we're going to go ahead and fix this. Let me shrink this down just a wee bit. Come on now, we're only live. Oh, what is that? Who wants that? Come on. There we go. All right, so let me whiz this down. And so now you guys can see. And we're getting started on this one here in just a moment. I don't know what color to paint. You know, maybe I'll do something with a little blue. I don't know. But what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and seal this up real fast. So let me remove myself over here. First of all, let me get over here so I can see. on over here. Let me remove this. Oh, there are a couple of extra steps over there that are sometimes team do too much. Let me see how I can get you in here. All right, and show both places. So this one came together really fast, but the football isn't as rich, and that's okay. You know, we can go in and tighten it up just a little bit, make it a little bit more rich. All right. And then, of course, we can make it whatever color, pink. We can do some things. It may be purple. All right, it is 7:01, and today is Wednesday, the day before the American holiday. And I don't know how you celebrate it. I don't know if you celebrate it at all. Some people do not. Um, and hey, what did it say? Granny would say to each their own. Okay, I could ease over this way, and then we can still see. Whatever it is that you're doing, I hope that you spread your art joy, whatever your art is. I literally paint. I'm an art teacher by day. I love portraits. We will do some more of those. Yeah, we will do some. I love to paint the people. Okay. I don't know. That's always been something that I enjoyed doing. And so I will do that a little bit more. I've just been painting a lot of different stuff because I like to explore different subjects as well. Sometimes exploring something else actually helps you with what you love. Hello? Blink, 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 blink. So sometimes when at a paint party, I find somebody that's a little bit nervous, a little bit reluctant, I will give them, where's my index card? Take this index card and just draw a circle on it and draw this around here somewhere, y'all. I tell you, here's one. Draw a little circle on it, mess around with it a little bit. This is an index card. I am literally painting on index card paper just for that reason, because it just takes the fear out of it. And I promise you'll probably do a little bit better than what you think that you'll do. And then after this dries, throw it in the frame. Okay, so if you hear about a paint party going on, I want to help you with tips and suggestions and techniques so that when you go to a paint party, baby, you know what you're doing. All right. Now, you do not have to wait to go to a paint party. You could call a paint party professional in your area, book them, and have your own paint party. Okay. You do not have to wait to be invited. And so you can get in there and show off those new skills. Huh? Where'd you get them? Over here. So now we are working with watercolor right now because I am in my watercolor era, but we do know that the tradition is the acrylic craft paint. We do know that. But, sometimes people don't want to sit there for 3 hours. That is some work. When I tell you art is some work, especially when you are focused and you're really trying to problem solve. And that's all this is. You take a blank piece of paper or a blank canvas, and your job is to make magic, make an image appear. And that is some concentration. That I could literally see in the room, because sometimes I never know, when the guests arrive, I could see somebody being a little bit anxious, and I know to make sure, like God just says, go, let them know, crack a few jokes, let them know it's okay. One lady, this is when I would put the bottles of paint out on the table. I know better now. I would put, if there were 10 tables, I would have 10 sets of paint, that the painters could go and squeeze out their own paints. Oh, Lord, I know better now. She squeezed out, let me show you. She squeezed out about maybe, let me see, you see this mechanical pen? She squeezed out about that much paint onto, and I'm not talking this, I'm talking this area right here. That much paint onto her paper, onto her palette. And I'm like, well, babe, go ahead. Because I didn't see it at first. I'm like, go ahead and get your paints. Is everything, is everything okay? So go ahead, squeeze out your paint. Go ahead. She's like, oh, no, I got paint on it. And I look, I'm like, "Oh, girl, and then I'm reaching for the bottle, so I'm squeezing out a little bit more paint, and and I could see that she was apprehensive. So I don't think no, I didn't paint on hers. I think I had like a piece of paper or something. So I did a quick little demonstration and let her know, baby, you could do this and you could do that and just go carefully around the edges. And then you let that dry and then you paint something else and you come back and you put another coat of paint on it, you'd be real happy. And now this is one of the mothers that had the nails and jeweled out. She was there to impress. Okay. I bounce around because I do not, it just depends on what the need is. I don't think people, especially when it's more of a social gathering, they don't want to hear anybody drone on at the front. So I will give a few basic tips and I'm here. Let me know if you need me because once they once they have the permission to paint, the instincts kind of kick in. Now, let me just tell you, if it's a tire changing party, mm-mm, the technician is gonna have to be right here. All right. I don't leave me. Don't let me have an instinct. Not on changing the tire, sir. No. So I also have to keep that in mind when I am serving the guests. Some people are horrified, terrified. So I do lead a little bit. Okay, so after you do this step, then you might want to move on to this, okay? To keep everything kind of moving along without being too overbearing. So I come back, mother that had this much paint squeezed out on her canvas. Honey, she was in there getting down because she just needed somebody to give her permission and give her a few little tips. So she went on ahead and handled business that night. All right. So be discerning. Watch out. I can't always catch them. But when I see that there's somebody that's really there, they want to have a good time, but oh my God, this is paint. I don't know what to do with it. Then I really try to make sure I soothe them. It's like, especially if it's like an open paint night, I don't know what to do. Usually they tell me what to do. I don't listen. I understand. I feel your pain, and I tell you, what is it something that you want to hang on your wall? What do you want to do? I don't know what colors to choose. No, what colors have you chosen already at home? What do you like? What do you like? And so I just try to, do the breadcrumbing to ease them and let them know that that choice is okay. You'll be all right. It'll be okay. It's just some paint on the canvas. Want you to enjoy yourself. So everybody's a little bit different. Every event is different. So whatever it is that you do with excellence, everybody may not do it your way, but you give them permission, to do it. So if you're what do you call it? A great speaker and somebody else is learning how to speak for the first time, give them some of your tips. Let them know some of your horror stories. But, it is what it is. I've droned on here. I'm going to sign off of here. I am hoping that you will have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And watch. I'm going to pop this portrait up, baby. This one is still available. Watch what happens. For people that scroll on, baby, I know as soon as I pop up a portrait, and that lets me know that I need to do some more portraits. As soon as I pop up a portrait, there's more interest. So, peace to you. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am going to sign off over here on the let me flip. Ooh, hold on. Now let me flip this camera. Ooh. Okay. So now you will see me sign off over here. Let me see. All right. Let me see if I can turn it this way. Okay, that's better. All right. Peace to you. Have an amazing rest of your day. And thank you for joining. Go spread some joy. Okay. So whatever it is that makes you happy, do some of that today, even if it's 5-10 minutes. All right. Spread some of your art joy. And thank you for coming into my studio today. I'm grateful. This is me spreading my version of art joy. All right. Now be on the lookout because I'm ready to do some interviews as well. I want to find out about your art story. whether you dance, sing, write, teach, you're a mechanic, you're in janitorial services, you're a banker, whatever that specialty is, I want to find out how you got started. All right.